In 1997, hydrophones scattered across the Pacific Ocean picked up a sound. It was massive, loud enough to be detected by sensors over 3,000 miles apart. Scientists had never heard anything like it. They called it the Bloop, and for over a decade, nobody could fully explain what made it. The sound was recorded using a network of underwater microphones called SOSUS, the Sound Surveillance System. It wasn't built for ocean research. It was built during the Cold War to detect Soviet submarines moving through the Pacific and Atlantic. By the 1990s, with the Cold War over, NOAA gained access to this listening network and repurposed it for scientific monitoring, tracking whales, seismic activity, and unusual underwater sounds. That's when they picked up the Bloop. It immediately stood out. Its acoustic profile rose and fell in a pattern that resembled something biological, the kind of signature you'd expect from an animal call, not a mechanical or geological event. But there was a problem. Based on how loud the sound was and how far it traveled, whatever produced it would have to be enormous. Far larger than any known creature on Earth. Larger than a blue whale, the biggest animal known to have ever existed, living or extinct. This kicked off years of speculation. Some researchers wondered if something undiscovered was living in the deep ocean, an animal science hadn't catalogued, hidden in the most unexplored parts of the planet. And that's not as far-fetched as it sounds. More of the ocean floor has actually been mapped in low detail than explored up close, and scientists estimate we've directly observed less than 5% of the ocean in any real detail. New species are still discovered in the deep sea every year. Online, the theories got wilder. Had NOAA detected evidence of a massive, undiscovered sea creature? Something from the deepest, coldest, most crushing parts of the ocean, where sunlight never reaches and pressure would crush a submarine hull. The Bloop wasn't alone, either. Around the same time, NOAA's hydrophones picked up other strange, unexplained sounds with equally odd nicknames. Julia, a quieter but similarly unexplained moaning sound recorded in 1999, and upsweep, a sound first detected in 1991 that rises in pitch and has been recorded, on and off, for over 3 decades, its source still not fully confirmed. For years, NOAA didn't offer explanations for any of them. That silence only fueled more speculation. Then, in 2005, NOAA scientists offered an answer for the Bloop specifically. After comparing its audio signature to other recorded events, they concluded it was consistent with an icequake, the sound of a massive iceberg cracking or fracturing as it broke away from an Antarctic ice shelf. Ice cracking and colliding on that scale can produce exactly the kind of massive, low-frequency sound that traveled thousands of miles through the ocean, especially through the deep sound channel, a layer of the ocean where sound waves get trapped and can travel extraordinary distances with very little loss of energy. Case closed, officially. And for most researchers, that explanation holds up. But here's what still nags at some listeners. The Bloop's audio signature, when slowed down and analyzed, still shares stylistic similarities with vocalizations from marine animals. Not an exact match to any known species, but close enough that some acousticians remain cautious about calling the mystery fully solved. And sounds like upsweep, decades later, still don't have a confirmed source. What we do know is this: the ocean is still the least explored place on Earth. We've mapped the surface of the Moon and Mars in more detail than we've mapped our own ocean floor. Every year, the deep sea reveals new creatures, new geological features, and new sounds nobody can explain. The Bloop might have a scientific answer now, but the ocean is still full of questions we haven't even asked yet.